Pursuing higher studies abroad has become a popular choice for students from around the globe. Each year, young people spend thousands of dollars to travel, live, and study in universities, colleges, and schools overseas. This life-changing decision is based on the premise that education is an investment in one's future. The primary reason for studying abroad is academic. Students wish to reap the benefits associated with attending a reputable educational institute. In addition, gaining admission to prestigious college or university is often regarded as an achievement in itself. The quality of the academic programs, the level of specialized instruction, and the availability of professional resources are all high. It is no wonder that students long to graduate from well-known institutes. Professionally, graduating from foreign universities is often a gateway to a successful career. The connection is direct and provides a strong motivation for young people to study abroad. The hope is that such graduates have an added advantage over their peers in a highly competitive job market. In some cases, top students from prestigious universities land job offers even before completing their studies. Furthermore, well-known corporations vie to attract the fresh new talent who will help achieve corporate profitability in the future. Studying abroad enables young people to mature quickly and develop independence. For instance, joining a foreign academic institution is often the first experience students have of living away from parents, siblings, and friends. In one's home country, this strong nexus provides support, assistance, and guidance. However, while abroad, students must overcome the initial homesickness and culture shock, conform to a different teaching style, adapt to unfamiliar social and cultural expectations, and develop proficiency in a new language. These challenging tasks enable youngsters to emerge with greater maturity and self-confidence. The desire to study abroad is based on several concrete benefits for students in terms of the present and the future. This is why most students would gladly accept an opportunity to go abroad and would work quite diligently to turn this opportunity into a resounding success.
Hello, my name is Kauthar Sadeh. I'm from Somalia and I study Energy Systems Engineering in Bahçeşehir University. I'm a third year student, so that means I've been here for 3 years.
Benim adım Roumaissa Ferdjani-International. 24 yaşındayım. Eczacılık okuyorum İstanbul Üniversitesi'nde.
Hello, my name is Roumaissa Ferdjani-International. I'm from Morocco. I'm 23 years old. I'm studying Energy System Engineering here in Bahçeşehir University.
Hi everyone, my name is Hadra Mariam and I'm a student of Business Management in Bahçeşehir University. I'm a senior, that means that I'm going to graduate this semester.
Hi guys, my name is Linda Yatipello. I'm from Cameroon and I came to Turkey 4 years ago to study graphic design at Fatih Sultan Mehmet University. Now I'm in my 3rd year. I will graduate next year, inshallah.
My name is Joanna. I'm from Albania. I'm 24. I study psychology 3rd year and in Fatih Sultan Mehmet University.
Hi, my name is Nurain Omar. I'm from Tanzania. I'm 26 years old. I've been here 6 years ago. I'm studying in medicine in Istanbul Medical Faculty, Istanbul University.
Why did I choose Istanbul? Well, and Turkey. That is a question which many people ask me because they don't see Turkey as being a very educational kind of a place. I mean, of course there are a lot of good universities, but they don't see that someone might consider it for their education. The reason I chose this country is because, first of all, if you look at it geographically, it's at center of like the world, like it's really central, so it becomes really accessible for many people to come here, and a lot of people cross this country as well. And I have always been fascinated by Turkey since the age of 5, because I remember my father would come up to me and he'd be like, he was in love with Istanbul, he'd be like, oh, amazing city, it's a beautiful city, one must always visit. So yeah, and I had a couple of my family members who have already studied here and they shared their experience. So, and also like it was geographically close for my parents to come and visit me here. So yeah, I think Turkey was a very viable option.
Culture and why Istanbul, it's like obvious. For example, there are so many beautiful and gorgeous things to see, and I should admit this also because Turkish people are so great people, and despite, for example, that they don't even know your culture, where you come from or your language, despite all of this, they try always to find a way to help you and to be near you in everything that you need.
I found hard here in Turkey was the language, because not a lot of people spoke English. But the thing that I appreciated the most in Turkish people, that they are very hard workers.
Difficulties faced when I came to Istanbul. Well, there were plenty. First of all, of course, language being one of them. And not many Turkish people are fluent in English, so that was one of the biggest barriers that I came across. Well, I've hurdled through it and I'm fine with it right now, kind of. Another thing, I would say that the infrastructure of the city itself is so different from where I was brought up. For example, Dubai, you completely rely on driving, you completely rely on cars. Same goes for my own home city, which is Karachi in Pakistan. Like, you have your own cars and the infrastructure of transportation is quite different. So that was one very different experience when I came to Istanbul. Like, I had to walk, I had to take public transportation, and become kind of street smart to understand where a specific place or a specific store is exactly. So yeah, I think these were a small bit of challenges that I had to develop myself with. There were a lot of times, since the city is so interconnected, I was lost. I didn't understand which one's the Asian side, which one's the European side. But yeah, now I think I'm quite a professional.
Well, the difficulties that I faced when I came to Turkey first was that the language barrier. I couldn't say how I didn't know how to say how much is this, or like where can I go. When I ask people where shall I go, they go like düz.
The difficulties I faced when I first arrived here was mostly the language, because when I came I didn't know anything about Turkish language, and here in Turkey is practically only Turkish. Like you would go even to the bank, like everywhere people are just speaking Turkish. Like it's just few people here who know actually how to speak English, so it was really difficult. And I remember the first how I was living too, like I was living with Turkish girls, so I was the only foreign girl. And I remember I was like, I can speak French, I can speak English, and they can understand French, they can understand English, so it's just Turkish. And I didn't do Turkish at that time, so we were just using Google Translate to speak to each other, so that was really difficult.
Studying abroad, and especially in Turkey, it was I gained a lot of friendship. I met with people that I never imagined before that I can. I have like a best friend. She's from Africa, Cameroon. Her name is Linda, and we are like best friend. And we shared the same room in a dorm. We passed so much difficulties together, because being in a foreign country, of course, that it has its own difficulties, but also it has the best parts, you know. Like there are times when you cry from difficulties, but there are days that you can cry even for joy and happiness. And I have a friend, she's from Jazair, so she's from Algeria, Roumaissa. I love her so much. A lot of peace to her.
Living here in Turkey, I can say I gained a lot of things. First I gained a new language that I didn't know before. I get to learn a new language, and that's the first thing. And I gained a lot of friends. I have a friend from almost every country now, and I can go everywhere around the world, and I have someone that I know, especially one of my Albanian friends that I met here. She's like my best friend here. We lived together like for 3 years, and now she had to move. Her name is Joanna. Like I say, she is from Albania, and she's a very, very, very good friend to me. It's your friends that I really love, and I miss her so much since she moved. We don't live together anymore, so that's one of the things that I cherish here. I met so many people that I really, really appreciate.
As a foreigner coming here, of course that we face weird things also, you know. For example, when you go in Albania or when you go in another country, all the people keep asking you, for example, what do you find weird in that country? Because being curious is in human nature. And what I was surprised actually to be here in Turkey, it was like, and it was I find it so weird. Turkish people drink so much tea, you know, like they drink like 10 or 20 cups of tea a day, that in my country we drink it only when we are sick. That was the thing that it was quite weird.
The weirdest thing is that in public transportation, everybody's very quiet, like they don't speak. Because where I'm from, normally like in the public transportations, people are pretty loud, you know, like they dance, they listen to music, but here they don't talk in public transportation, so I find that very weird.
Türk kültürü bence en komedi şey ya da en garip bir şey yani kültürün. Türkler eve girmeden önce ayakkabılar dışarıda bırakıyorlar. Yani bence çok komik. Komik de bayramlarda mesela bakıyorum 10 tane, 15 tane var yani. Yani sen merdiven çıkınca o kadar şeyde görüyorum. Ve de bazen mesela akrabalar arkadaşıma gidince bakıyorum mesela bir ayakkabı görünce ki bu güzel ya bu güzel değil bu bana göre mi bu bana uyar mı yani bazen ki ya bu çok güzel ona ona sahibi soracağım nereden aldı diye.
Weirdest and funniest. I don't know, like, because Turkish people, all of them are so different from different societies, but I'll share one very funny experience that I have grown so used to. Whenever, first of all, a lot of people say I look like a Turkish person as well, but whenever I meet someone and I tell them hi, and they're like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine. And then they ask me, where are you from? And I'm like, Pakistan. And then they have this look of amazement and there was this time that it was a doctor, he was my dentist, and he's like, Pakistani people, black, no, like everyone has this misconception that Pakistanis are dark or tan, and when they look at me, they're just shocked that I'm really fair or I'm too white-skinned, I don't know, or too pale to be a Pakistani, but no, Pakistanis are in all colors, shapes and sizes. We do have people with blue eyes and blonde hair as well, so please. I think this is one of the most funniest moments I've had in Turkish society.
It's like when you talk to them, they don't understand. Yeah, when you are asking them something, they will explain to you, but in their language. But they know that you don't know Turkish, and it's funny, and they raise their voice. Even if you don't understand, they raise their voice again and again. Then they try to explain it in a Turkish language. So it's the most funniest thing. And now because I know Turkish language, when I see people outside, I start laughing.
One of the weirdest thing I've experienced here, comparing to my culture, is that here people are really, really curious. And when I say really curious, I mean it. They will ask you everything about you. Even they didn't even know you, they don't know you, we just met, but they will ask you everything, to your name, about your age, about everything, your family, what you're doing in life. They will ask you everything. It's weird because in my country it's not like that. People don't really ask questions, and even we do ask questions, it's not like personal questions. So that was weird.
And the weird thing that I found was about food. They are like adding a lot of yogurts in everything, but it's cool.
With me, I've had really an amazing experience. I mean, whenever I introduce myself as someone being from Pakistan, they get fascinated, and as many families, as many people I've come across, they've been welcoming, really social. I love the social life that they have, and like how even through a cup of tea, you have these endless conversations for hours and hours. That I think that kind of tells you about the essence of the people and the ideas and their own personalities, and it's kind of part of the culture as well. Through small gestures, you can come together, you can just have a conversation with a stranger. For instance, there were so many times in a bus, or if I'm reading a book, someone will just strike a conversation with me and to understand my ideas, my opinions about things. So yeah, like I think these are certain things that do really amaze me until now. And culturally as well, very vibrant. I love the food. The fact that they have so many varieties when it comes to having like breakfast menu or olive oil dishes, desserts, especially the soups, the rice, everything. I mean, it's quite amazing.
What I like about Turkey is that Turkey is a very, very beautiful country. It's an amazing country, especially Istanbul is very beautiful. And it's crowded, but here you can meet a lot of people from different countries, about different cultures.
The most thing I like about Turkish people is that they're very curious. They come to you and they go like, where are you from? For me, because I'm black, they come to me and go like, oh, your color is different. Where are you from?
İstanbul'daki en güzel gördüğüm şey yabancılar. Yani gerçekten o kadar, hayatımdaki ilk defa o kadar yabancılar görüyorum. Yani ilk alanda, ilk mahallede o kadar yabancılar görüyorum yani. Bu benim için çok yani güzel bir şey.
What I like about Turkish people would be them being mostly friendly. I mean, I know Istanbul, it's a very big city and a lot of people are always stressed and they're not bothered to be nice, but for the majority they're nice, helpful. Of course, the language barrier was a very big issue for, I think, not only me, but all international students. But there were some Turks who are putting effort to, try to do sign language and everything. Especially like the usta, the symmetry, these kind of nice people. I like Turkish music so much as well. I like Turkish dances. I'm now taking Turkish dancing classes because I really want to know more about the culture. I do like the food, Turkish food, so much. I think food is always the best part about anything. And I like to travel around Turkey a lot to meet a lot of different Turkish people. People out of Istanbul are way better than the people in Istanbul. They're so much warmer, friendly, and hospitable. And this is what I like about them.
Why do students consider going abroad? Well, it's a question which is quite, I'm not that sure of the answer, but it's my own personal opinion that I'll put forward right now. I think especially your early 20s, it's such a crucial age for you to really understand what you want to do in life, become goal-oriented, and to understand well, I think I might sound very philosophical at the moment, but to understand the purpose, what you really want to do and how you really want to pursue. So studying abroad, I feel, be it in any part of the world, and especially living out of your comfort zone, it kind of gives you this opportunity of being out of your comfort zone and learning about yourself, being tolerant to so many other people. For me, this was one of the reasons why I did choose to study abroad, and many people that I've come across as well have the same opinion, that they want to discover your own true self. So be independent and discover your true potential, and yeah, so studying abroad does that.